We go now to Jim Wells County, where a commissioner is raising concern that thousands of dollars are already being spent transporting inmates to other counties, a cost he says has been cheaper in recent years. So what's happened since? Well, it's something our Josh Maxwell has been looking into for us. And Josh, what did you find out?
Well, Leslie, when I spoke with the commissioner, he says so far in 2026, just 3 months into the new year, the county has already spent around $150,000 on transporting inmates. However, Jim Wells County Sheriff Guy Baker says those numbers don't tell the full story. Many jails throughout the state of Texas are experiencing the same issue, overcrowding.
That's the larger issue here. That is the issue.
And Jim Wells County is feeling the pressure. Precinct 1 Commissioner George Aguilar says he's already seeing sharp spikes in the cost of housing and transporting inmates. Just 3 months into the new year.
The first 2 months of the year 2026, it's over $100,000 in inmate housing, plus $58,000 in inmate transport fees.
Aguilar says he's noticed the cost to move inmates has increased significantly over the years.
Sheriff Bueno was in office 2024, and I believe that number was $420-some-thousand, if I'm not mistaken. Why jump from that number to a higher number on 2025? I have no idea.
Aguilar says he just learned of a massive bill from Maverick County near the border, pointing the blame to missing invoices.
Jim Wells County was contacted by Maverick County that they have outstanding invoices from inmate housing. We're not talking about $100,000, $200,000. We're talking about an amount that's over $1 million.
But these charges did not cost the county any more money.
Jim Wells County Sheriff Guy Baker says while the balance Aguilar is referring to does exist, it's not anything new, and it's part of an agreement the office has had with Maverick County long before he came into office. Still, he says the issue regarding the invoices was purely administrative and has already been resolved.
The bills were not being sent to the clerk's office. They were being emailed to another employee. I worked with the auditor's office to fix that.
Baker says the bill owed to Maverick County, along with the growing cost of housing inmates, illustrates the larger need, a bigger jail. Until then, he says these high costs are something the county will just have to bear.
Are we going to invest in Jim Wells County and expand our capacity to house our inmates, or are we going to continue to pay out-of-county housing?
Now, Sheriff Baker told me that recently he did contract with a company to transport inmates, which he acknowledged has risen the cost. However, he also tells me this option is still cheaper than he would have to pay in overtime for his employees to transport the inmates across the region, in some cases as far as 3 hours. Leslie, back to you.